What's up, YouTube? This is Cooking with Doug, and I'm back again with my 8-quart Ninja Foodi. Today, I'm gonna make beef tips and gravy with mashed potatoes. Now, what I did to season it, guys, and by the way, it's what, like 5:30 now. I seasoned this on my lunch break around 1 o'clock, so it's been, marinating for a couple hours. So first off, I hit it with some olive oil with my EVO sprayer. Of course, I hit it with some What's Your Sister's social sauce. That gives it some great flavor. And mainly, I seasoned it with this all-purpose pink salt, black pepper, and garlic. I threw in, this is optional, some red pepper because I like some kick in my beef tips. So, oh, and by the way, this is about like 3 pounds of cube meat. Now, I would say on average, you definitely don't need to do this much. For this recipe, I would say do 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. 2 pounds would be, I think, too much unless you're feeding over 3 people. But no matter how much pounds you do, will not change the time that we're going to do it. So it doesn't matter. So anyway, these are my potatoes. I'm going to peel them, and we'll get to them a little later. But at this moment, I want to go ahead and turn on my Foodi and go into sear mode right away. Oh, I need to open my lid, don't I? Go to sear on high, hit start. Now guys, when you do this, you're going to add a little bit of oil. I'm going to hit it with some EVO in here as well. And you want to give it some space so everything can brown up nice and good. And you're probably going to have to do it in, 2 or 3 batches. I'm going to do it about 2-3 minutes each side. And yeah. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm going to hit it with some olive oil. And then going to put some in there, give it some space. I'll space it out. And remember, like I said, you're going to have to do this in batches. The Foodi's pretty big, so I wouldn't imagine you need to do more than 2 or 3 batches. Okay, let's get a little more. Just a little more. Yep. Even that's a little crowded, but it was fine. Smells awesome already, y'all. Okay, guys, I'm cheating. No batches for me. Okay, so I turned this off. I'm going to save this for another day. I'm going to vacuum seal this when it cools off. And it's already seasoned and already browned. So I can do this in my Ninja Foodi under pressure from frozen next time if I want to, which is completely awesome. Alright, I turned off sear mode. We are good to go as much as I needed to do. Alright. Alright guys, to my subscribers, you already know we're going to make our own beef broth. Or you can use the one from the store, but we like to make our own beef broth with better than bouillon around here. This is what I'll be using today. Alright guys, I got 3 cups of water here. That should be more than enough. So let me go ahead and put my paste in here. But at any rate, this is the amount of water that you would want. You don't want to go over that because it's going to produce its own juices. So we don't want that much gravy. Now this is where you go ahead and have some fun. I got some oregano I'm going to put in there. I'm going to put in a bay leaf. If you got some fresh thyme, put that in there too. Or some, regular thyme in the that you can sprinkle on. You could do that too. Put whatever you like. Got a little bit of thyme left. Just throw that in there. Boom. Go ahead and add some garlic to it. I'm going to squeeze some in, 2, 3, and that should be good. Guess each squeeze is equivalent to a clove. Doug style. Wouldn't be Doug style if I didn't add some liquid smoke. 1, 2. Should be good. Just a little splash of that. I just added some more red pepper. Alright, I think I'm done. Now, if I wasn't doing this on camera, this would throw a lot of you off. I would throw some organic ginger powder in there, but I'm not going to go there right now because I'm on camera. Alright guys, I got my rack in there. And now, I'm going to put my potatoes right on the top. Boom. Alright guys, make sure my valve is on seal. It is. Lock it. Good. I'm going to go ahead and hit pressure. Want it on high. And we're actually going to go 25 minutes with a natural release of 15 minutes. Because remember, we want this melt in your mouth good. Or fall off the fork tender. You get what I'm saying. I'll be back when it gets to pressure, y'all. Set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
Alright, so like I said, I'm going to let it natural pressure release for about 15 minutes. So the counter is going to count up. And when it reaches 15, I will do a manual release and we should be good. And this is vacuum sealed, guys. I'm gonna put this in my freezer. And this will be good for, you know, even up to a year. So it's already seasoned, it's already brown, so this is perfect. So when I want to do this again a couple months later, I can put it in the Ninja Foodi and probably just add 10 more minutes and it will be perfect. Alright, we're at 15 minutes. I'll go ahead and shut it off and I'll release whatever pressure's left. Alright guys, so let me go ahead and take out my potatoes real quick. Alright guys, so let's take a look. Looks like my beef tips shrunk a little bit. No, just a little bit. So just cut them a little big and get these leaves out. It's looking good. Yeah. Alright guys, so in my recipe for this, in the description, I'm going to tell you to go ahead and just do the whole 3 pounds. Because it does shrink, and this is pretty much a majority of it. I'm going to strain the juice, the gravy, or whatever you call it, in my gravy separator. Take out the fat out of it and pour it back in. But, so, this is... I guess this is good enough for 2 greedy people or 3 average people. And like I said, I did about 2 pounds. So for leftovers for 3 people, I'll just go ahead and do the 3 pounds. Yep. To my subscribers, you already know what this is. The link will be in the description though. And I didn't get all the meat out of the pot because I know this thing can catch it, so I'll just do it that way. See, look at all this meat, if I can get it out. Yep, that's everything. Cool. Alright, while the gravy separator is doing its thing, I'll go ahead and add back my meat. And that's everything all together. Alright, the gravy separator did its thing. You see on the top there, all that's oil. And all I do now is just release it till it gets to that oil line. And stop. Now guys, what I didn't do is I could have had some cornstarch to thicken this up, but so I don't like cooking when I'm hungry. It's still gonna be great. But yeah, you could have added some cornstarch to thicken it up while it was in the pot. So you have more of a thicker gravy, but this will do. Show you how soft these are. See? I like to add some Italian seasoning to my potatoes. I normally add sour cream. I don't have any, but I normally add that. Go ahead and add some milk. This is 2% milk, that's what I have. Let's add a little at a time and mix. Took a taste, needs a little bit of salt, but we're getting there. And pink salt. Alright, almost done. I'm gonna add some garlic powder to it. And finally, we're gonna add some parsley flakes to it. Yep, and we should be done. And the key is you just keep tasting as you go. And this is how I like it tonight. Yeah, it's the consistency that I want. Tastes so good, y'all. Have an early bite. Smells good. Shout out to my Kitchen Gadgets group on Facebook one time. Alright guys, I'm ready to eat. Now when I usually eat this at one of my favorite restaurants, it's a local one out here called Stephanie's, I would have it with rice. The reason why I didn't make it with rice today is because if we're making the beef tips for 25 minutes with a 15-minute natural pressure release, then your rice would be like mush. It'll be super mush. Because we know rice only takes usually 10 minutes, 7 minutes with a 10-minute NPR. So I did the potato because I know the potato can handle all of that time. And I usually do potatoes for 20 minutes anyway, so an extra 5 or whatever is no big deal. So anyway, let's get eating. This is going to be good, guys. And get a good one for you. Take a bite of that. See that? You got it? Man, that is melting your mouth good. Let's try some with broccoli. Oh man. All the flavors are just jumping out. You got it? It's just too good. It's too good. Anywho, I want to give a shout out to my Ninja Foodi Nation group. We just hit 22,000 members the other day. If you have a foodie or if you're thinking about getting a foodie, hey, join my group, share your recipes, or do a search and get recipes. And by the way, guys, if you have an Instagram, look me up at Cooking with Doug. In this video, maybe I think below or above the description, there should be some merchandise. I'm starting to sell some shirts. You know, check me out, ladies. Show your support and send me a pic. Oh, and also, shout out to Dee Johnson, my moderator of all my Facebook groups. She made this apron for me. I did a giveaway, I think about a month ago or 3 weeks ago in my Ninja Foodie group, and I gave away 15 free aprons out of my own pocket just for my appreciation. And I told her to make me one. So it says I'm going to make it Doug style. I thought that was very fitting. So another reason, if you're in my foodie group, definitely she has a link in there. I'll put a link in the description too to where you can get your custom-made aprons as well. And also, again, look in the video in the description. There might be an advertisement for merchandise such as Cooking with Doug shirts. Definitely check them out. I'll be making those as well. But that's all I got, guys. Hit like if you like it. Remember to subscribe. And if anything, thanks for even looking at my video, y'all. It's Cooking with Doug.